Hey everybody, time for another daily draw. I didn't do one yesterday because my friends are over visiting the holidays and it was their first day here, so I wanted to have some fun with them. Right now at the moment, I'm kind of winding down after a day. That's why I do this, for unwind. Now, because I'm going ahead and using kind of like a different variety of media for these, not that I have to, but it's something that I like doing and it gives me different ideas for how to start and do each of these videos. I figure I'm going to do something with nib pens, dip pens. And I have some nibs right here. This is my little container. These are G Pen nibs. Not all of these are G Pen nibs. Some of them are. G Pens are the ones that are commonly bandied about as being used by manga artists. But I'm actually not going to use that today. I'm going to use this bigger one because I like it. So you see, if you have your nib like this, these are pretty much all standard size. So you just put them in there. Or sometimes you'll have another holder that'll be slightly larger, that'll be better for it. Get out here. Like I have these two. And I think they're actually the same size, but this one fits a lot better. There we go. Dip, 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 dip. Get some good stuff on there. So you see, this has a pretty nice, consistent line. It's a little bit scratchy, but that's kind of okay. You don't have to press very hard to get results with it. I'm like not even using any pressure at all. Yeah, this is very thin and delicate. This is a really nice nib. I don't really know where I got it from though. The person who used to previously live in my parents' house had a lot of extra old art supplies that were just like kind of in the basement. This person uses Tumblr. So you can see that now the ink is starting to fade a little bit, but look at how much mileage I got out of this pen. That's pretty cool, I think. You know, how much mileage you get out of it before you have to dip it again. Let's see. Oh, thank you very much for all the kind comments last time. I'm glad people like my original characters so much. I hope you can see this okay and it's not like getting overtaken by my huge hand. Let's see. Oh God, I had an idea for something I wanted to draw before, but I actually don't even remember what it is. Leafy trees, leafy branches. I really like working in ink and sketching in ink because of the immediacy of the line, but also how organic it can be. I really like doing these kind of contour sketches. It's just like there's very little obstruction between my brain and the paper, as opposed to with pencil, which, you know, whenever I use pencil, I find myself becoming a little more timid, you know, compelled to erase, compelled to do stuff over again. With pen, it just kind of is what it is. And that's pretty cool. I really recommend getting some nibs for a dip pen. I just think they're a lot of fun to work with. Plus, ink that you get out of a bottle, there are many different kinds, but I think it tends to be darker and just flow a little better. I like that you can also hear the scratch that it makes on the paper. Oh no, I hope this isn't thickening. It feels kind of like at the bottom of my thing I might have some like congealed solidified ink. And that's a real big pain. Because, you know, it gets stuck in the nib and there's no, like, hardly any way to reconstitute it. Sometimes you can reconstitute it with water, but that's kind of a toss-up. I was actually reading a book called Inkline Sketching, like right before I did this, so I guess that's kind of my inspiration for doing this. I love drawing clouds. I love drawing clouds like this. It's one of my favorite things. I didn't realize until I sat down just how tired I am. Let's see. Oh, I could also do some stuff with brush too. Oh, I'm actually really happy. I should tell you guys the good news. So a bunch of cool people are doing a thing called Segazine. It's a zine about, it's a fanzine about Sega related properties and stuff like that. Surprise, surprise. And one of my drawings got into it. I submitted one and it got into the physical book. I'm really excited because that means I get a good copy of, I get to have a copy of it. As for who I drew, I actually drew a stall. A stall from the Sega Saturn game of the same name. I'm gonna doodle him here real quickly. God, can I remember what he looks like? I remember he's got like big arms, big hands. I really like how he's like really tiny, but his hands are the focal point of his character. Like a teeny tiny body. Almost bean shaped. And he has a gem on his chest, I think. Much like Knight's, his distant cousin. Really bad little sketch, but kind of nice. I love Astal. It's such a good game. And I think the imagery of it really influenced me when I was younger. I've always been really intrigued by how 80s Astal is for a game that was made in like the mid-90s. It reminds me a lot of Labyrinth. And it seems kind of like Labyrinth's time-displaced cousin. So that's pretty cool. I definitely gotta mix this up a little. I gotta shake it up. I also gotta clean this later. It's getting grimy. Let me show you guys something else that's really cool. These bamboo pens are awesome. They're literally just splits of bamboo. And you can buy these pretty commonly from places. But they make really good markers, actually. Here, I'll show you. Look at that. I like how it gets kind of grainy. And it doesn't retain the ink as well because it's so porous. You can see it kind of gets absorbed in there. But it works okay, you know, if you go quickly. Sonic the Hedgehog. You can make cool impressions with it too. Yeah. I really mean to do more stuff with bamboo pens. Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, if you're interested in Segazine, here's a plug for it. Segazine.tumblr.com. And a bunch of cool people, some of whom are my friends, are behind it. Like Ashley Davis is doing it, and she's really cool. She's like one of the editors for it. There we go. I think that's pretty good for daily draws tonight because I'm feeling kind of tired. You guys have a nice evening. Thanks for watching.